Hello everybody, and I am back. It has been a week since I did my last review, and now I'm doing more reviews. I just got back from Mission Impossible Rogue Nation, which I'm not reviewing today, because that's not on the top 250 yet. Might be, it could be. But, yeah, that's not what we're talking about today. We're talking about The Departed. Came out in 2006, directed by Martin Scorsese. Stars Leonardo DiCaprio, Matt Damon, Jack Nicholson, and Mark Wahlberg. And it is a mob story. Because it's directed by Scorsese, you could probably guess that. With that cast, that director, it's a mob movie. And it is a contemporary mob movie. It takes place in modern-day Boston. It's about Irish mob boss Frank Costello, played by Nicholson. Really, really solid performance by Nicholson. He's really enjoyable to watch in the role. And it's kind of a spy-ish story in a way. Because you have DiCaprio's character, I forget his name, Billy Costigan, there it is. Billy Costigan, who is a police officer. He goes through the police academy. He is recruited to the state police, and he is sent to be a mole, infiltrate Costello's mob, gain Costello's trust, and keep the state police informed on what Frank Costello is doing. Meanwhile, Colin Sullivan, played by Matt Damon, is sent through the police academy by Costello. He then graduates with flying colors, is immediately accepted to the state police, and is now the mole for Costello in the state police. And it's kind of this game of cat and mouse, sort of. There's this whole thing with rats, and they're rats and stuff. The final shot of the movie is a rat. It's good. Watch it. Spoiler for the final shot, I guess. I don't know. It's a rat. Just know that. Yeah, but it's really cool. You get to see these guys interact. Their paths eventually cross throughout the movie. It is really, really cool to watch. No spoilers here, but, I mean, you know, you'd guess that they talk to each other at some point. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop myself. Okay, it's been a week. I'm out of practice. But anyway, really, really good movie. I really enjoyed it. It's not fun to watch. It's a mob movie. It's violent. It's profane. They curse every 2 seconds. It's Scorsese. It's kind of what you've come to expect from that director. I'm going to now read Leonard Maltin's review of the movie. See what he has to say. My bookmark's falling out. Okay, The Departed. He gives it 3.5 stars. So, good review. He enjoyed it. Let's see. Potent, violent yarn about Irish crime bosses and cops in Boston and how the lines cross, even over generations. Underworld bigwig Nicholson has raised and nurtured Damon, who's now his mole in the state police and assigned to capture his mentor. DiCaprio tries to live down his shaky family history by joining the Boston Police Department, only to be sent undercover to work with Nicholson. Tension mounts as the characters' paths intertwine. Vibrant performances dominate the proceedings. The film's main fault is overlength. William Monahan's script was inspired by the 2002 Hong Kong police story Infernal Affairs. Oscar winner for Best Picture, Director, Adapted Screenplay, and Editing. Let's discuss. 3.5 stars is a pretty favorable review. He gave that to Apocalypse Now. He gave that to Back to the Future Part 3. Not Part 1. That is for another day. But that is a pretty favorable review. Do I agree with it? Not really. Do I agree with the Oscar wins? Not really. Sorry, but there were better movies that came out in 2006, namely The Prestige. If you haven't seen The Prestige, it is one of my all-time favorite movies. Christopher Nolan, Christian Bale, Hugh Jackman, Scarlett Johansson, Michael Caine, Rebecca Hall. Great movie. I will review that at some point. Trust me, I really, really want to talk about it. It is one of my favorites. The Departed is good. It is excellent. Great acting, great directing. Is it the best movie of the year? I don't think so. Is it Scorsese's best movie? No. Now, lots of people say, well, if he won an Oscar for it, why does that make it his best? Because there's another Scorsese movie that came out in 1990 called Goodfellas. Goodfellas is one of the best movies ever. I think. A lot of people would agree that it's one of the best movies ever, and I think that it is one of them, and I think it's the best mob movie ever. It is better than The Departed. I think. This is all my opinion. But it's better than Departed, and it didn't win for much at all. It was nominated for Best Picture, nominated for Best Director. They lost both to Kevin Costner and Dances with Wolves. Haven't seen it. Don't really have much interest in seeing it, but I feel like I kind of have to. Again, getting off topic. But The Departed is not Scorsese's best. Is it a good movie? Absolutely. Should you watch it? Absolutely. I give it the thumbs up. I definitely think that you should check out The Departed. The performances are great. Directing is great. And it's a really, really cool story to watch how it unfolds, the twists and turns. There's a lot of stuff I want to talk about with The Departed, but there are some spoilers. You'd expect there to be some pretty big spoilers with a movie with this type of story, so I won't discuss them here. I will not. Watch the movie yourself. I recommend that you do so. Tell me what you think. Comment below your thoughts on The Departed, and watch Goodfellas as well. Tell me if we share an opinion or if your opinion differs from mine. One thing I do definitely want to mention is that this movie popularized the song "I'm Shipping Up to Boston" by the Dropkick Murphys. That song is so cool. It is the opening credit song for this movie. It's so good. Dropkick Murphys, they're like Irish hard rock, heavy metal. I like that kind of music, and the Irish stuff just makes it cooler. It's an awesome song. I'm sure that you've heard it before. But that's actually where it originated from. I bought it off iTunes, and the album is the soundtrack to The Departed. So, yeah, you can kind of tell that it was popularized by this film. Anyway, guys, that's basically all I'm going to say about The Departed. I could fill this review with spoilers, but I'm not going to. No spoilers here. We just like to discuss the movie and stuff like that. So please, go watch The Departed. It's very good. As I said before, great story, great characters, cool twists, very well done. Some stuff in this movie is genuinely shocking and unexpected, which is something that you don't really see a lot of in movies these days. Movies these days are very predictable. This movie is not at all predictable. Stuff just happens out of nowhere. Or stuff is gonna happen. You're like, oh no, this is about to happen, and then, oh no, that just happened, is kind of what goes on in The Departed. Thank you, Martin Scorsese. You are a great director. I don't know what you've done very recently other than Hugo, but I hope that you do other stuff. Make more mob movies. Make one like The Departed with Robert De Niro as a mob boss. Scorsese, if you're watching this, which you're not, but if you are, hello, cast De Niro in a role like Nicholson's in The Departed. I would love to see that. That would just be so cool for me, and probably for everyone to see. I think that a lot of people would actually enjoy watching that. But anyway, guys, I'm going on for too long. End of story. Check out The Departed. Mark Wahlberg's performance is great. DiCaprio is great. Still hasn't won an Oscar. Damon is great. Nicholson is great. All of them are really good. It's just not Scorsese's best, as some people believe. Anyway, guys, that is all for today. My next review is going to be of The Pianist. You will be watching that on Thursday. I am looking forward to reviewing it. It is an excellent film. Until next time, guys, this is Paul from Amped Gaming doing movie reviews. I might get back to the gaming at some point in the not so foreseeable future. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, guys, thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. Peace out. Turning off the camera. Turning off the camera. Wiggly camera.